Okay, so hopefully you guys have now explored what happens when you have a constant, right? If we have a constant like this, and you should have noticed that this shifts the graph up or down, right? It's up. If it's plus c, it goes up. Every single point moves up. If it's minus c, every single point moves down, including the zeros, okay? So, and then yesterday, or 8.1, you learned that if there's a number in front of here, that stretches it, right? And it changes the max and min. Okay? And remember, this number is what we call the amplitude, and this is what we call the midline, okay? In fact, it's the line that cuts the graph in half horizontally, okay? So we're going to talk about how do we graph this type of function, okay? So what we're going to do is we're actually going to break it down first. So first things first, we're dealing with a sine function. So you have to remember, what is a pattern for sine? Well, if you look back at your notes, it's 0, max, 0, min, 0. Okay? Now, the midline is at -2. So what that means is you're going to draw a horizontal line at -2. So I'm going to draw my horizontal line at y equals -2. Like this. Okay? And so once I've done that, so that's the middle of the curve, right? That's where I know the middle is. So that's kind of like where my zeros are now. And so my zeros are now going to be located here on this line. And now I'm going to use the amplitude, which is 3. In this case, the amplitude is 3. And that's how I'm going to plot my points. So first things first, I'm going to start with the 0 on the y-axis. So remember, my zeros are now on my midline. Now to find the max, I'm going to go 3 above. So I'm starting at pi over 2. I'm starting at the midline. I'm going 3 above. 1, 2, 3. And then I have another 0. Remember, my zeros are on my midline. Then I'm going to go find my min. So again, I'm starting at the midline. I'm going 3 down. And then lastly, I have my 0, which again is at my midline. Now I can just extend this, right? So if I connect this, I have this, and then I can just extend this here. So I have a min, 0, max, 0, like this. And so this is now the graph of y equals 3 sine x minus 2. Okay? So if you notice, my max is now at 1. So my max equals 1, and my min is right here. So that's -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, right? And so we have this question now. If I have the equation y equals 3 sine x minus 2, how can I find the max and min just by looking at the equation, right? So you know that -2 is going to be the middle, right? And so we have to go down, and then we have to go up. So we have to go up 3, and we have to go down 3. So if we go up 3 from -2, meaning 3 minus 2, we're going to have 1. So that's our max. If we go down 3 from -2, we're going to have -5. That's our min, right? In other words, we did -2 plus 3, and we did -2 minus 3. And that gives you your max and min. So you can actually find the max and min without graphing, okay? So keep going now. I think you're moving on to delta practice, and then let us know if you have questions.